Well, we're down here getting ready to do a little work in the shop. This is election day. I had planned on earlier getting some metal today, going and picking it up, but they hadn't been cutting the material that we usually get. It all been thick stuff. They give it to the school, so I didn't do that, which that probably worked out okay. I'll just have to do it another day. And glad I got my firewood stacked in here. It's cold today. First fire I've had, but went to the store and got a few things this morning, and went to the bank and went and voted and all that good stuff. Went up and unloaded a spool of wire for my neighbor. Yeah, that's about it. Now I'm gonna change the lock paws on my slack adjusters on the back of this truck, the little tab. I'll show you in a few minutes, hopefully. But the little tab is broke off that you pull them out to release them. So I'm gonna change the lock paws to where that I can adjust those easier. And I think I've got most things serviced up on this truck. I might grease the front end, and don't know, we'll see from there. We will crank the truck and build the air so I can release the brakes. I don't think it's got air pressure. Nope. Nope. This is the air pressure gauge here. Got two needles, one's primary and one's secondary air. This old truck cranks good. It's not been cranked in several days. I pulled it in here after I brought my gooseneck trailer home from school when I painted it, and it's been sitting here since. It's been cold last night, so that's a good sign. That buzzer will go off here in just a few seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and let it build on up before we cut it off. For the ones of you that don't know about air brakes, when the air releases from the brake chambers that applies your brakes, there's a big spring in there, and that spring pressure takes over and applies your brake to make your parking brake. And once your air pressure drops, I think it's below 45. I'd have to look. It may be below, let's see, 20, 30, 40. I think it's around 45 psi. I'd have to look it up in the book or either test it right here. I can't remember exactly. Maybe even be 60. I'll leave that in the. I'll write it, type it out, let you know what it is in this part of the video after I look it up, or try it here in a few minutes. But anyways, if your air pressure drops below a certain pressure, the brakes automatically apply as a safety. So your parking brake is set at that point. So that's why you have to build your air pressure up in order to release your brakes, because it's got to have enough pressure to push those springs back in order for your service brakes to work. But I just released it by pushing that button in, and now we'll cut the truck back off. These are the little locking paws. See how they've got teeth here, and they catch on the shaft on your adjuster. It will let them turn to tighten up, but they won't back off. The teeth are angled on this. I don't know if you can tell, but they're angled. This part screws in, and then you have a little tab right here that you put a screwdriver in, or I think they make a special tool to release it. So if you need to back the brakes off, you just pull that little plunger out with a screwdriver, and you can back your adjuster nut off then. All right, that's grease hanging out there, but you can tell the little tab on the top, the pin inside of it is broke, and you can't use the tab anymore. And I've got to try to get that lock out there now somehow. I did it once before. I think the spring was attached to it then though. I might have to go get a pick. Alright, I finally got it pulled out there. There it is. Now, I hope these new ones, they're a little different. I don't know. I hope they'll work. I hope they'll work. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. May have to readjust my brake on this one, where I've been working it back and forth a little. Don't think I moved it much though. Yep. Now, make sure that's tight, and it is. Now let's do the other side. That one's gonna give me a fit too. Huh, gotta hold that and easy. Get that to where it'll seat in there. Okay. Now, put it back on my adjuster and move it just a little till it locks, which it feels like it's caught. And hopefully that's got that done. I'm gonna go set my brakes and y'all can watch it apply there. Okay, I'm gonna try mounting a spare tire for this truck. Sometimes I can do pretty good. Sometimes I don't do good at all. So we'll see which one of them times today is. So far, so good. That was painless. If I can get it aired up now. I gotta find a valve core for it. I believe this tire might take air without using my cheetah tank. So I'm gonna fire up our air compressor, let it build up, and we'll see if it'll take air. If not, I'll get my cheetah tank out and we'll fill it up. Alright, let's see what it does. Yeah. With a ball valve on it. Plug my air hose up, and then I got a valve here I can shut it on and off. Okay, we got her mounted up. I ain't got a valve cap, stem cap though. I'm gonna have to get a cap for it. 11R22.5. 11R22.5. Well, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all will, please like, subscribe, and comment. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.